I've been playing a lot of different builds lately, but Kraken Titanic has just sent me a text with 6 Ys on the hey. So you know I'm about to get crazy. Now that we're in game, we're doing Kraken into Titanic, and then we'll figure it out after that. This is basically how Briar builds work, where you have your 2-item core, and then everything else that counters enemy team, or just whatever you're feeling. So, pretty simply, that's like the main way that a lot of you guys could play League, and it kind of works for every champ where like you just find out their best 2 items and then you just slam those 2 items and just adjust as you need to. That's kind of the essence of learning itemization, is stuff like that. But I do understand that sometimes, man, sometimes you're like, oh, but I want armor pen and I want anti-heal, so why would I go mortal reminder on this bruiser game? But sometimes it's all about like, you know, one, you gotta like slow play your build. You can't just address everything that you'll need every single game within like one slot. It's just not going to work. You gotta put yourself and your champion first, and then follow it up after that with things that counter enemy team. And then 2, anti-heal is like a common pitfall trap that you guys fall into. Someone else should be buying it. Briar needs crazy items to get a lot of value from them. And when you buy anti-heal, you're buying a very average item. More times not a very average item. That's better off just let your team get that. Let them waste the slot, because then it's not as much of a waste because your Briar is fed. But you guys can see we're actually running the Domination Secondary. On my Challenger run, obviously you guys know, you guys saw me post a million times. We already got Challenger in this season, or this Season 16. And that's really good. I'm happy to get that done. Now I can give you guys like super tangible stuff and feel good about it, because, you know, when you're just sitting in GM, it's like, ah, man, maybe there's something I'm forgetting. But when you just, you know, you go 61% win rate to Challenger, you're like, okay, I know something about this season. Now that doesn't mean I know anything about next split, because things are going to change, and then we'll figure it out when we get there. But it's completely fine. 24 farms, so you know that he did a full clear. Your team's going to run away. I am not going to help that gank for a second, I don't think. We're gonna go right to the crab and double crab this guy. A lot of you guys actually do mess up here, where you like overzealously play for that gank or countering that gank. I like to win through jungle diff a lot of the time, so I actually like prefer to do something like this, where I'll take the crab, I'll chunk the mid laner, do my thing, right? I'm not gonna take any damage. He just TP'd back, took damage. Now we see this guy, and we go double crab. Now, from here, you either recall, get all your camps again, and just be up to god tier crabs, right? Or you can play the mid counter gank. I'm pretty happy just taking the camp advantage. So I'm going to keep that. We're going to lock in our Kraken here. I'll even wait for boots here. You do have to like relearn your recalls when you swap from free boots cosmic to damage runes. But this is where a lot of you guys have messed up. A lot of you guys would go try and make up for that gank. Again, there's other ways to fight someone than hitting them in the face, bro. You can just stab them in the back, and I think this is fine. Nice. Yeah, so the idea is that I don't have to fight Shaco and fist fight Shaco just to, you know, oh man, jungle diff, oh I'm winning, oh I'm beating your ass. I know I'll win the game, at least more times than not, consistently playing like this. So I'm going to take the full clear here. Again, I'm not doing too much. He path top down, so I'm going to throw some pings over this way, because if I'm on top side, then he's likely on top side. And now we're just up 2 crabs. Now, those 2 crabs actually work super well, because they set you up. If you look at your jungle pet, right, at 20 stacks, you get upgraded smite. So if I kill this camp and this camp, then I have smite advantage. He can't have it. So now if I were to invade or 50-50 a dragon, inherent advantage. And meanwhile, I've now given myself a minute 15 to do whatever I want in this game. That's pretty freeing, if you can see it this way. So if you work on your full clear, you'll find yourself with these huge openings to do whatever you want. Nice. Now we're not level 6, that's fine. If my team pulls the wave, I'd be happy. We're going to ward here. Now we're likely on ward, right? That's not a crazy take. They especially just straight up ran. We actually see Brand walking to find me. It's not 100% if this is warded. We could look for Brand just a little bit. Maybe let him be the bait. to like, or let Janna be the bait here. Let's see what we can find. Oh. Get the W2 there, just to proc PTA, do a good little chunk. We're actually kind of getting rolled here. But, oh, just kidding. It's always jungle diff. This guy's going for a gank. Now, when I see that, I have to think about what he's going to do after that gank. So, worst case scenario, so he just died, right? But worst case scenario is that he gets that gank and then invades my top side while I do dragon. Oh my god. I'm loving this team. I'm loving this team. But either way, you can still learn something, right? It's, you know, if you go to this dragon, let's say, worst case scenario, he got that gank off, and then he went straight to your top side. Let's say he got your blue, gets the crab on, on exit. Your life is rough. So you see, once I realize that that's on the table, I start recalling in front of that dragon with an upgraded smite that could help speed it up. But again, I couldn't have foreseen that Cassante would have done that, and I don't want to be mad later if that play were to have gone bad. Just don't give him the opening at all. So that's what you're seeing here. Now we just go for a quick little Raptor invade. With Sheko being top when he was, that meant that he couldn't have full cleared. I got those, that's okay. But, you know, let's say I did get that, that would have been even crazier. We're not going to dive. One thing about this wave state is they have more minions, so this is actually a freeze for Cassante. So if you were to push for that gank right now, you'd kind of just mess him up. He's going to do all the work for that because he's super fed. You don't need to help him there, and that clears you to help your teammates. So there's a brand on your head, my boy. You could look to ult that. I'm going to put myself first here. Just say, whatever, I'm going to clear. We would like to defend my rafters. If I can't get those, that would suck, but that might just be the case. One thing you can do is you can W towards here, and that'll check your rafters, check and make sure if they're here. And because I did that, we know that they're not standing in there. Then we assume that they're on dragon afterwards. Instead of dragon, they went for the gank. Which is good, because that means that they're not on dragon. They're taking that. I'm going to smite W2 here, just to clear my camps a little bit. I'm valuing what this full clear gives me is just a bunch of free time. And I like that a lot. We're going to go for the smolder there, just get us all an angle. We see the dragon, too. When he uses his summoner heal, right? Nice, he's dead. When he uses summoner heal, he has the movement speed buff. Well, you want to stun him during that, so I'm holding my Q, waiting to see if he'll use it or, you know, stun me or something. Nice. Now, why don't I do dragon right now? Because I don't know where their mid's at. And Shaco's coming from base, so he's actually pretty strong there. In the world that you had to 2v1 them, you would lose. So, not going to do it. And I don't have smite. But, we are on a 9-minute Kraken. That's a little bit ahead of curve. But. And, like, it's sometimes tough for you guys to, like, you know, sometimes you guys are going to be like, well, you have decent winning lanes. What would you be doing if they're losing? The same shit. The same exact shit. Maybe in a rare time where, like, my team is losing, I would be, maybe, like, finding more kills because, you know, if my team's losing, they're probably dealing damage. That damage could lead me in a direction of, you know, hey, free kills over here. And then I would go for it. We're going to go for Shaco here just to get him off my mid laner. My mid laner living matters more than me killing Shaco. That's what we're doing right here. Nice. Cassante wants me to not do this. I definitely am. There's no question about that. Mbessa could walk through here and ult me. I would try and buffer my E into the wall and then play to live. Nice. But yeah, man, good gameplay. Usually looks the same on winning or losing team. I'll be straight up with you. And now, why am I clearing again? You know, there's like people talking about like, well, couldn't you have invaded him here? It's like, well, like you can try. You really don't need to. They have, you know, laners that could walk, but also like a lot of jungling is like clearing in a way that gives you a lot of free time, right? So you can see I have like a full minute to do what I want. with only one camp up. Once I kill this one camp, then I have nothing to do for 20 seconds. Then I can look for an ult or look for a drag. Look for vision. I think I just killed this guy. And this is kind of what it's like to play. Like, if this was a losing team, you would play how I just did. Where you kind of, like, bait your team. Let your team get started in the fight, and then you just follow up. It's so much easier to play Briar when you do that. But you have to have some semblance of, like, camera movement or, you know, staring at your minimap and looking at health bars to tell that something's even happening to know to look. Because there's a lot of opportunities that you guys don't see because you're not even looking at the map. You know, you're trying too hard to clear. Didn't watch the clear guide, I guess. It is what it is. Get rolled. I think there's a way to do this recall better, but do this. If I had an extra inventory slot, that could have been fun. Right here, I actually think that it's worth to go to the dragon now. Sure, your team's recalling. He's not likely to play for the drag, so if there's no vision here, then you can get this plus the crab, and you'll be set up. And I'm going to ping it for my team. I'm going to check the vision. And then I'm going to send it. And now I'm going to stare at the minimap to see what they do. So obviously they know I'm here. So this is where the game gets a little crazy. And I might throw a little bit here. I really might. Give me a shield, please. W1Q. And I'm W2 smite. Like that. Put them into the wall. Wait for them to walk up towards the bush. We're going to play for a big fear. Got the fear. We're still down some teammates for now. Luckily we have Kraken. I'm going to ward the bush, so when he steps in, it makes it easy for Jin to hit. And we're going to kill all these. Luckily, Kraken's early game damage is crazy. This guy flashed, which is even crazier. Step back. Walk here. He's going to throw a spell soon. We're going to juke it. Voila. Now, one thing that definitely matters is knowing, like when my blue's up and the rest of my camps are at a minute, to just go for the drag there. More times than not, you should be going for that dragon, I'll say. I've been punished a lot of times by challenger junglers because I don't take that dragon timer there. And, yeah, it's like, I don't know, you'd go to your blue, you'd walk around for 50 seconds, you'd take another full clear, then you try and do the drag. If Shaco got the dragon there, then you'd have nothing to do on topside, really. So, it, like, maybe counters topside if it's up. Meanwhile, like, this is much better because you prep the full clear once more. One of those really small ones that you just, like, I've had to make that mistake and lose those games to know that it works that way. My team's cooking. I'm just going to ping them away just once. I don't want to be annoying. Like, obviously my team's doing well, but, you know, I don't want them to start throwing. That's how you lose, right? Like, what are they actually fighting for up there? Ego. They're fighting for ego. They're fighting to prove that they'll beat the fuck out of someone. Real. Yeah, I'll do it. But, you know, a little humbling force, so like one exclamation point, like one get out of their ping might make them be like, whoa, chill, wait, actually. But if you get too annoying with it, then they're just going to ignore you, so. Gotta choose how you do this stuff. Alright. Now my plan is, right, so I'm full cleared. I have a minute 30. I could go dive bot. Luckily, I don't need to. Yeah, we're good. We might go Omnivamp boots because they're kind of low CC. I wish I could have gotten them earlier, but we've just had good recalls. 1,000 damage on Kraken already, by the way. And now I'm just going to go crab to the neutral. This guy used E. Auto Titanic. Auto. I can just do this. I can use ult like this because he already flashed. I can ping the flash while I ult. I can get the good angle here to get to the crab. Wow, we got the angle, but still not even close. And one thing that does matter too is like how fast you're doing basic tasks, like butterfly effect, like really affects you. So you can see, like, I haven't had to take many minions. Have I even gotten a single minion from lane? But you can see I'm 9 CS a minute basically, right? There's a lot of farm on the map just for you as a jungler. So anything else is icing on the cake. You can see I actually have 20 seconds to spare. I'm going to use that 20 seconds to go take his Scrogs. It is super late to get Omnivamp boots, I think, but think I'm snowballing enough that it'll be fine. I don't really want to take this fight as much. See if I can abuse the vision there. Nice. Again, I don't really want to fight here because I don't want to throw. Here. Double longsword. Nice. Again, if they want to risk it, that's okay. I'm worth 1,000 gold. It's on me not to throw. This guy's worth 300 somehow, right? Yeah, I can't do that. I can't have fun there. He can. Because he already gave his shutdown. Nice. Now we're locking Endless Hunger. Mostly just because we want the extra bit of snowball that we can get. Endless Hunger is obviously just an insane item, flat out by itself. And only gets crazier if you're ahead. So, by default, great choice. Yeah, its stat lines insanely good. Ability haste super good with this build too. More Qs equals more Kraken and tenacity. Again, they don't have much CC, but why not mess with the little bit they got while also building a turbo crazy item? Right here, it might have been better to be mid instead of taking the full clear, but you know me, man. I'm getting my full clear because now I have a minute 30 to do whatever I want. I feel like he's gonna run. My god, he is stepping all the way forward. Oh well, my bad. I honestly thought Jin was alive to walk at Smolder there, which also just shows how much I'm yapping. Guy's just entirely too close. That is quite alright. Get that. Gotta get the +1. You know what we do. Act like I'm leaving. Come back. Nice. Okay, my boy's got any camps up for me to take on the way to Dragon. Really ruin his day a little bit. We found him. Like that. We're actually getting ran down. We need honey. Please help. Please. Get him off me, man. Nice. I can W2E the clone here. Oh my god. It was the clone. Okay. Oh, that was a real one for a second. I was like, that was a crazy bait. Again, I'm going to try and get my team to not throw. Maybe the second rift was a little bit crazy. I did lose my flash for it, but can you blame me? Now we have, I mean, every neutral. We're about to get one more. My team's doing a little bit of forefooting, but that's okay. Again, I'm not annoying with my ping. You see how I just throw one? It's just a light, like, hey, be careful. Not like a, get out of there right now or else. It's like, it's very much so not that. You gotta know how to ping. And look, we got this far in the game. 10 CS a minute. We're just chilling. I'm just sitting here yapping to y'all. I'm gonna take another full clear here. Technically, it's better. I would say that if you're scared, right? You let's say you're not very experienced in this spot, don't go for the invade, because the invade needs you to cook a little bit to get it, or their whole team to walk bot, which sometimes will happen, sometimes won't. But this invade is technically the correct play, because you do have camps that are worth double here, because money he doesn't get, money you do. You see him also walking. I'm gonna grab that. I know that they have 2 top lanes, so I don't want to fight 2v1, which would be now 4v1, so we're gonna leave. And you can see how just that exact invade can go pretty bad if you're not looking. Now, he's probably going to get his Krugs and then go top lane for a gank because he's mad. Or maybe comes for an invade. No matter what, the fight will be here or there. It won't be bot lane. The odds of someone dying, getting a camp, and then recalling again, it's practically 0. Right, that would feel too inefficient. That kill's pretty good. We went to my bot side there, which is actually like crazy good heads up play. That's actually not bad. They could have been a ward or something to make that guess as a jungler. I don't think that would happen often, but well played. And results good for him. On the bad side, him doing that led me to his camp, so he loses more doing that. But you know, it was cool. Interesting showcasing that he's staring at the map. Good for him. Now we're going to lock in our Endless Hunger. And likely look for a Death's Dance here since their AD threats are getting kind of strong. And one of them's 0-6, but it is in best of champ. Let's go. Go. We haven't gotten a stack yet. Is that a glitch in the matrix here? I have been farm maxing a little bit, but again, that's how I don't throw. Stay 10 CS a minute. Only fight when you need to. Nice. I see my team's looking for this one. I'm finally like full strength. I could definitely look for something. Where's Mbess at? Making it to this wave here soon. No, she's walking mid, maybe. That'd be surprising.
Why isn't body language an option?
Big burst. Hello, my friend. He could have queued backwards, technically. He could be here. Oh no, he went that way. Nice. We can definitely do Baron off that. Nice. Now we're getting our stacks. We got 8 more KP to get. Yeah, getting it after second item feels so rough. But look, man, you have a full Titanic there. Oh, I got you. Hence my E for you, Dad. Now this Baron, we should all recall. And then we should full clear down to Dragon. Or recall whoever needs to. Sometimes it is worth to think about like what you would get on a recall. And like if you can turn that into more, like right now I likely would get like you know, Paul Fields plus a longsword. That's not changing with the more farm I get until I get pickaxe, right? So that's kind of where I'm at, where like I'm okay with how strong I am right now, enough so that I can just like if I get the more greedy recall, good, and if I don't, I don't. Which would be 1675. Now, the likelihood of my team fighting before that very high because we're fresh Barons, so we should be aggressive with our space here, but sometimes if you're me, or if you're like me, I would say, or I'm like you, you can take a little recall here. Maybe you shouldn't. Who's gonna tell? Not me. I'm gonna ping them all. Bad. Right now I'm just looking for a reaction ult actually. If I see someone use like too long of a spell, I'll just hit that. Like you could have ulted there. Now that particular one, I didn't think I needed to. Once Jin W hits like that, it's kinda ogre. And I will like, you know, this game's coming to an end, I would guess. I'll wrap it up. A lot of people say, you know, jungle like this is boring. Jungle like this gives you LP. Okay, I don't throw because I play like this. You see this? That's how you don't throw. But yeah, I'm not dropping 20 kills. This build could drop 20 kills. Of course, I can walk to every fight and farm KD. Or I can just continue doing this and winning. LP, you know? And just do the work that your team doesn't want to do. Your team wants to fist fight mid and like show how good they are mechanically by shitting on the other player. I'm trying to get out of this lobby quick, go to the next one. Try to get some LP, do the work they don't want to do. Like, we're not ending through mid with their death timers, very realistically, unless enemy team throws. Looks like they're trying to throw. But yeah, we're going to keep doing the hard work. Ain't no one want to do this. No one wants to be Briar hitting neutrals. Why would they? Oh, cannon. We're going to try him, team. Hiya! I can take that turret with me before I walk. 2 alive, use my sweeper with these invis. Let the cannons actually kill the turret. Very safe way to do this. Get my burst real quick. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Oh! GG. And there you go. Crazy build, right? Talk to me about the build. 2500 damage dealt to champs. Obviously, this shit corrects. I can show you the stats. Boots, you choose, but I'm not going to lie. Gluttonous Greaves are pretty crazy on him. And, yeah, I mean, as simple as it gets. Nice. Huge. Beat maxing is back. Nice team, Riot Games, said their mid laner. And yeah, oh, but look at he did 1,000 more damage. Yeah, I got 7 bands on his head. Runes, high damage, obviously doing well. And I can show you guys some of the stats too. So obviously, Kraken Titanic is already certified. You see me do it a million times. It's actually the most commonly built Kraken second item. It's Titanic, which is cool. Omnivamp boots, you can obviously see, are still doing crazy stuff on 1610, which is the patch that we are on. Yeah, I mean, just good stuff all around. You can see Endless Hunger cranking on this build, and no matter what slot. Again, I built it third because I didn't, I didn't need anything else. If you were getting, AD Shred there, you could have slammed the DD, you could have slammed the Black Cleaver if you wanted to play for team a little bit more. Real options with your itemization. But, yeah, man, this build's certified. Always will be. Always is. And even check the runes a little bit. You can do fastest proc of double Kraken, but Kraken's not so strong that slamming it is that good, and that's probably why Hail of Blades got a little bit worse. But yeah, PTA, Lethal Tempo, solid options here. And yeah, man, talk to me. Yeah, and here the secondary tree. Obviously, these are doing good, but cashback triple tonic's real on these builds at like 1-2 burst, because you can take that and slam with it, right? You can get the Elixir Force, get on your Kraken Power Spike, and just take a one-shot, turn that into a snowball. But other than that, not going to yap your ears off. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. We're back in Challenger, obviously. I said that, and look, man, Unk still got it. You want to rate the profile drip, though? I need it. I need it. Talk to me about the profile drip, okay? Talk to me about the Logan Jungle profile drip, all right? Big, serious gamer. That's what I am. So you guys have a good one. Thank you for watching. Peace.